Hello, traveller. Nice to see you. Welcome to my humble tavern. Welcome to the Crimson Moon. You travel far? Oh, no wonder you're looking tired. Best you rest yourself here. Put your weapons down, you won't need them in the Crimson Moon. So, what can I be getting yourself? We've got the finest wares here. Something speciality? Well, I don't know. Well, I suppose there is one thing that's really sort of the special drink of the house. A Maiden's cream. Never heard of it? No. Well, I suppose it is a bit of a speciality. Sit down and perhaps I will tell you the story of how it came to be made. It dates its time from the time when there was a sort of feud between the lions and the wolves. Well, there wasn't much love lost between them, and to be honest, if one met another, then likely that blood would ensue. Nobody really knows what actually caused the feud, but it seems to me that if a noble knight of Albia met up with a Viking wolf from Norska, well, blood could well be drawn. They do say that the whole thing was resolved by an honour battle. Apparently lasted 68 seconds. Yes, well, some of the Knights of Albion said that they only sent their second best soldiers, and officers, but you can never tell really. But it was in these days that there was a certain knight of Albion. It's called Sir Verdun. He was a true and noble spirit, though the gods had treated him fairly roughly. But he was a good, strong knight of the north, and he was travelling along the Lace Road, sort of going from east to west, when he chanced to meet up with a Norskan wolf, a man by the name of Agna. He was a healer, and he was well knowledgeable in the healing arts and in all the powers of the Fountain of Life. Well, he was travelling homewards on his journey from the south, heading up to the north. Well, as they met by chance at a crossroads, and being representatives of both of their factions, well, neither wanted to give way to the other, and so they decided that they would have a bit of a duel. Now, blood could have sort of lain as a result of that, but it just so happened that Sir Verdun, as I say, had been rather badly treated by the gods, and his constitution was slightly less than it ought to be. And Agna, well, he was cursed with not being able to carry bladed weapons, because he sort of sacrificed that skill and ability in order to enhance his healing powers. And so rather than fighting, they decided to use their intellect and their thoughts and words. "I challenge you to a duel," said Agna the healer. "A great idea," said Sir Verdun. "But what terms?" "Why, we will fight with compliments," said Agna. "A capital idea," said the knight. "Ah, I see," said Agna. "You have fought this way before." Well, so it was that they spent the next hours fighting with their words, with their intellect, with compliments and with insults, with tricks and with riddles. And to be honest, each found the other to be a very worthy adversary. Now, the fight went on and nobody seemed to be winning much. And the sun started going down. And being both gentlemen, they decided that under the circumstances it were better not to fight through the dark, but they should stop and put aside their differences for the evening, and then get on with it again the next morning. And so that's what they did. They lit themselves afire in the middle of that crossroads, and they sat down, they got their provisions out, and they started discussing the two things that they knew best. All the finest alcohol that they had ever drunk in their lives, and the most beautiful women that they had met. Sad to say, they couldn't even agree on this. I should have mentioned that Sir Verdun was not travelling alone. He was accompanied on this occasion by a lady. Well, when I say lady, her name was Lady Bryant, and she was perhaps more of a lady of the night. It is said that to spend a night in her arms could cost a castle and lands. Well, anyway, it's very strange that she's been ignored in this story up till now, because I can assure you that nowhere else in any other company was she ignored that way. Well, the three companions spent the evening out on that crossroads. And next morning, it seems that Agna the healer and Sir Verdun were of one accord that the most beautiful lady and the most skilled lady in the arts of love was Lady Bryant. And there and then they decided that they would have to create an alcoholic drink which would properly capture all her attributes. And they did. They created a drink which was cool and creamy as her skin, as sweet as her lips, bubbling with her energy, and deep down, that raw spirit that made her so perfect. And there, my friend, is the Maiden's cream, representing all that is perfect in a lady. Of course, this drink was then brought by that very Agna to this, the Crimson Moon Tavern. Of course, this is au naturel, as first created, which is said that Agna preferred to have a little drizzle of aftershock over the top of his. To have Maiden's cream a la Agna. Cheers. Enjoy your drink. And don't forget, you saw it first here in the Crimson Moon Tavern. Ah.